This is a review of the Batwing Fairing from Talon Billets, which I purchased on talonbillets.com for my Harley Davidson Sportster. You can also find fairings for multiple makes and models on the Talon Billets website or their eBay store. Please note, I am not being compensated in any way by Talon Billets or their affiliates for this review. I merely decided to make a quick review as I was not able to find any video reviews of their motorcycle Batwing fairings anywhere on YouTube. Now in the past, on my past few motorcycles I've had and installed Batwing fairings on, I typically had gone with Memphis Shade's Batwing fairings. However, those are pretty expensive, and by the time you get the windshield, the mounting kit, and the fairing itself, it's usually well over $600, and you don't even have any audio system to go with it. And if you want to install an audio system, you're looking at spending another $200 to $300 for a good one. So I did a search for other alternatives, and I found talonbillets.com deep in the Google search results. And the first thing I did was I checked out their Facebook page to see if they were legitimate. On the Facebook page, I saw that they had a perfect 5-star rating from the customers that they had rated them. Although it was a limited amount of customers, they did post pictures of the items they received and installed on their motorcycles. So I felt confident in ordering them that it would be safe for me to purchase. So back to the Talon Billets webpage I went, and you can see from the page that they have multiple brands that they support for their items. And I chose Harley Davidson and went to my Sportster, and they had my 883 XL on their options. And you can see from this page that popped up, they have multiple Batwing fairings for the Sportster. Now I did opt for the full Batwing fairing windshield and stereo package, which was supposed to include the Batwing fairing, the inner and outer Batwing fairing, a tinted windshield, which goes up 5 inches, the mounting kit, as well as Polk audio speakers, and a CD stereo system, which they don't name the brand, but I'll get to when I get to the actual audio portion of the Batwing fairing review. So I placed the order for that Batwing kit, and it cost me just over $360 with tax and free shipping using their free shipping code. And within 6 days, I had received my package from Talon Billets. Now, when I opened the package, included in the package was the inner and outer Batwing fairing, the Polk audio speakers, and the mounting kit. However, missing was the CD stereo deck that was supposed to be included, as well as the waterproof cover that goes over it. So I immediately, once I received it, I wrote an email to Talon Billets. It's pretty easy to get a hold of them, and within hours I had a response from them. They shipped out the missing CD player and cover immediately, and I received it within 2 days. So 8 days total from the time I ordered until the time I received all the equipment I ordered, and that is better than pretty much anything I've ordered from Amazon over the past 2 months due to COVID-19. Shipping has been pretty much delayed at pretty much any vendor I've used over the past 2 months. So while I was waiting for the CD player to arrive, I paint matched the inner and outer fairing to my motorcycle so that once the CD player came in, all I would have to do would be pop it in with the speakers and I'd be good to go. So here's a look at the completed fairing with everything installed. You can see I have both Polk audio speakers installed, the Pioneer CD deck with the cover, as well as an on-off toggle switch I attached to the bike rather than routing it through one of the accessories so I don't drain the battery. Now there is no Bluetooth on this stereo system, but there is a line in which I've hooked up to my cell phone. So here's some royalty-free music so you can actually see how it really sounds. Here's a quick look at the bracketing system included with the fairing. I did use the spacers that they sent. They give you a lot of extra parts so that you can make any adjustments that you might have for your individual bike. It's not overly complicated to install. However, it's also not as simple as some of the quick detach systems you might see on other kits. Overall, I am very satisfied with my purchase from Talon Billets, and I would highly recommend them if you would like a quality, inexpensive Batwing fairing alternative for your motorcycle. Some recommendations I would have would be, like me, I would install a toggle switch to the power line so that you don't drain your battery by having it constantly connected, as well as avoid hooking that power line up to one of your accessories. For example, your ignition, or your turn signals, or your tail light, just because you don't want to pull too many amps off of that fuse on the motorcycle and cause yourself all sorts of electrical headaches. I hope you found this review insightful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and check out my channel for other reviews and complete random awesomeness that me and my kids post on here. Thanks for watching.